Hello farm members, this is what I have in my box today. I tried to choose as many new things as I could, but I'm subject to customization just like you guys are when I'm customizing my box. These are the first of the full-size onions that we picked. We picked yellow today. We've got a number of varieties, red and white, and some other kinds of yellow onions that are in the field. We have thousands of them, so we hope to keep onions coming for a long time. And what do you need to know about these? They're fresh onions, so enjoy them in all of your salads and your recipes and caramelize them. You don't need to worry about storing them. You can use the greens, just like you have been with spring onions. Right now the greens are in good condition. And when I say you don't need to worry about storing them, they're not winter storage onions like you'll get later in the season. So enjoy them fresh. I have collards again. I'm just in the habit of either using these for wraps or slicing up them thin and throwing them in with meat or in casseroles or vegetable lasagnas. This is the green Italian basil. You'll see that it is flowering, that you don't need, you'll use the leaves, but the flowers can be used to infuse drinks or things like that. And this is the lettuce that we grow in the summer, the romaine, so that's heat resistant, so that the other spring lettuces, they'll bolt, they'll grow the stems out of the middle, but the romaine on the white plastic, which I've shown in another video, is how we keep lettuce going in July, when lettuce really doesn't like to grow. And the surprise of the week is the beans, at least for us. We picked, we put it on Harvey, we gave you like 50 pounds of them, but we picked 400 pounds. And so there's a lot more beans coming, and we're gonna try to sell them in bulk too. So if you're we hope that more and more of you learn how to can and to freeze, because we've got lots of vegetables in the field for you. And it's a great way to build your food security by having things in the freezer that are ready for you. And so green beans are wonderful, fresh. My kids, of course, eat them raw, just like this, as a snack. Something to crunch on. They'll eat them in the field when they're picking, and then they'll come in at lunch and say, I'm not hungry, I'm full of green beans. But then I can't serve them for supper. But anyway, you guys can eat green beans whenever you have them, and I'll try to send you information on how to freeze them. It's very simple, and the green beans are delicious out of the freezer. They're very easy to cook up. I have more beets, and looks like I've got some really big beets and a bunch of small beets. So they'll actually have different cooking times. A beet this size, I'll probably put it in my Instant Pot for 30 minutes. The small one wouldn't take that long, maybe 15. Maybe not even that, but it'll probably get cooked with the big ones anyway. I've never really noticed that overcooking beets is a problem. Let me know in the comments if you've ever noticed that. I have red cabbage. One of my favorite recipes is red cabbage and apples, so I'll be sharing that with you. It's also just really pretty, sliced up into salads. You can make coleslaw with it. That makes a really pretty alternative to your green coleslaw. I customized and got more beans. And I have pickling cucumbers. So pickling cucumbers can be eaten fresh. They are a crisper variety than slicing cucumbers. They make a better pickle, and your slicing cucumbers make a better salad pickle. That doesn't mean that if you have one and you want to do the other with them, you can't. So a slicing cucumber, you could brine for a couple days, and but they're not going to be the pickles that you want to keep for months. They're not going to hold up. And the other way around with your pickling cucumbers, if you want to slice those up and make a salad with them, or throw them into a salad, no problem. You can eat these. They're small. They're nice lunch size or snack size for kids. That's great too. And I'm sharing how to ferment and pickle in the blog post that goes along with this video. Now the star of the week is fruit. So early in customization, there was only a little bit of raspberries and blueberries, I think, from Emmanuel Farm. Some of those are organic, and people didn't get fruit right away. But we made an order, and we added this variety of what's the peaches and the plums and the apricots, because those are also in season, just coming in. These are the Shiro plums, and with the plums, with peaches and plums, you want to just leave them on the counter until they soften to your desired ripeness. So when they're these are a little bit soft to the touch, so I would be perfectly happy taking a bite and trying one of them to see if it's the way I'd like it. But these will probably sit on the counter for a couple days. And when they're perfectly soft, just the way I like them, I'll put them in the refrigerator. And besides snacking on these, a great way to use them would be to grill them. Cut them in half and grill them. They're a little bit small, so maybe that's not the perfect use for them, but that caramelization that happens with that heat is wonderful. So maybe roasting them on a sheet pan would also do that, and then that would make a really nice dessert with cheese and maple syrup or something like that. So you're gonna do the same thing with the peaches, and I was gonna get a knife and cut this open for you. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yep. Using my fingernail. And so these are the white peaches, and they're an early variety. They're a little bit soft to the touch already, and so this one's a little bit harder, so this one would wait on the counter. So just eat them as they come ripe. Don't let them over ripen. Throw them in the fridge if you're not going to use them right away. Peaches are great to cut up and put in things, your breakfasts, your salads. You can also grill them or roast them, or they're great in crumbles and cobblers and desserts. You're probably very familiar with peaches. And these, they're good. They're nice and sweet. Now nectarines are fun. You know, they don't have that fuzzy skin that the peaches have. And they're sweet and delicious. So I love cutting these up and putting them in my overnight oatmeal or my grain bowls to add a touch of sweetness. Perfect for snacking and lunches, of course. And same thing, you're gonna leave them on the counter until they're at your desired ripeness, and then put them in the fridge. These varieties of fruits probably are the ones that give off that ethylene gas that continue to ripen things. So you'll want to keep them away from other vegetables. And you have charts and the storage guides that you've been able to download from us that will give you the guidelines for that. Now here are the unique donut peaches. These ones I can feel already, they're a little bit greener and not quite ripe. So these are gonna take a few days to ripen up. This one you can see is still green. This one has nice color, but it's hard. And these are just fun. I'm excited to, why don't you share with me in the farm member Telegram group what you do with these. I'm sure there's creative ways, and I've put some suggestions in the blog post. And here are the apricots. They're a little bit soft to the touch. This one is, so they're, I had one yesterday in a smoothie. I love apricots. They're a different flavor from peaches. They're really bright orange, and they make great jam. They make great cobblers. They make great compote, and so enjoy these. And lastly, in my box, I have some summer squash hiding that didn't make it into my vegetable box, and this is the yellow variety with the green tips. It's a perfect size for just slicing and stir frying, and so do that. And let's see, what else do I have to share with you? Here is sharp cheddar cheese from Hilltop Meadow Farm. One of our members used one of these varieties of cheeses recently and just shredded up and made a cheese sauce to put over broccoli and some of her other vegetables, which was really delicious. If you're looking for something for breakfast or a treat for supper, this garlic pepper smoked eyed salmon is a good choice. This would be great with grilled vegetables and eggs and caramelized onions. There's so many great ways to get salmon into your diet. And then a favorite variety of bread in the summer is our cheddar basil bread. So I grabbed one of those. This is perfect for grilled cheese with that sharp cheddar, as toast with your grass-fed butter in the mornings. So enjoy all of our varieties of bread, but be sure to grab cheddar basil. We only make that for a few weeks in the summer. All right, enjoy cooking this week. Enjoy your farm food, and I'll see you next time.